Hi, and welcome to Dixie Sun News. I'm Mason Hardy.
And I'm Hannah Pollock. Thanks for watching.
Due to Dixie State's increasing enrollment numbers, the school will be receiving about $4.3 million from state legislators. This is about a 12% increase from last year. $1.3 million is designated to accommodate for a larger student body, and this means more faculty and improved technology within classrooms. Other funds will go toward building the nursing program, hiring more staff and tutors, and even equating faculty compensation to comparable positions across the rest of the state. Dixie State University has surpassed its goal of having 42 bachelor degree offerings 2 years early. The Bachelor of Science in Molecular Biology and Biochemistry and Bachelor of Science and Art in Design. Both of these degrees are set to be available this fall. By 2020, DSU plans to have 3 master's programs, and with the Master of Accountancy approved in January, the university may be well on its way to reach this goal early as well.
A March for Our Lives will be starting on DSU's campus Saturday. For the March for Our Lives movement, which was created by students taking action to stop the mass shooting epidemic, will be starting at 10 a.m. at the Eccles Fine Arts Building. The movement is spreading across the U.S., and a main march will be held in Washington, D.C. on Saturday as well. A Facebook page has been set up for those interested in joining the movement called St. George March for Our Lives. Following the controversial firings of Professors Glenn Webb and Ken Peterson, music students and alumni have put together a fundraising concert in their honor. They are calling the concert The Pillars. The event will feature jazz, choral music, and other various instrumental pieces. Featured artists include Nathan and Mallory Myers, Brody Perry, and Wooden Tantrum. The concert will be this Monday, the 26th at 7 p.m. at Desert Hills High School. Tickets are $5 and proceeds will go directly to both professors.
This week was filled with special events for Dixie State's Diversity Week. Although the week is coming to an end, campus is still buzzing with events highlighting diversity. Currently, there's a pizza and politics aimed toward education and race relations and power in America. Tonight, you can catch a motivational speaker in the Eccles, and tomorrow the Gardner North Lawn will be filled with food from around the world. All free for students from noon to 2. Quite a bit going on.
Yeah, can't wait to get some of that free food. As a student, that's something I will always be at.
Yeah, especially from so many cultures, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, agreed.
Also during Diversity Week, Dixie State participated in the Mr. Dixie International, a night of pageantry, representation, and fun. There were many fun costumes as well as skills shown off, and the winner of the event was Firis Hanov. After the break, we have some information on students at DSU and how they feel about Women's History Month, and Jessica Cox, the armless pilot.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to our set here of Talking Point Live. We're just getting ready to shoot our show, but we thought we'd put out a little bit of a promotion so you know when this is going to be rebroadcast.
Right. You can find us at 9:30,
12:30.
4:30.
Sorry. Did I step on you? I'm always stepping on you.
You are.
Tune in and watch me step on Jen Moore. On Talking
Or
Point Live.
attempt to, anyway.
In honor of Women's History Month, Dixie State's Offices of Student Inclusiveness are sponsoring a Diversity Week with a special guest. Motivational speaker Jessica Cox, a Guinness World Record holder and disability rights activist, will be speaking about her life as the world's first armless pilot. Cox will be speaking in the Eccles Concert Hall at 6 p.m. today. On that note, one of our own Dixie Sun News reporters, Emma Van Lent, has a little to tell us about how Dixie feels about Women's History Month.
I'm on campus today asking people why they think it's important to celebrate Women's History Month. You know, to look back and see our accomplishments and all that we've been able to do, and some of the stuff that, you know, aren't recognized in standard education systems. I think it's really important to have a time to remember those things. So.
Because I think it's important to celebrate women, because I think we're great, and I feel like a lot of people don't really understand that, because a lot of people like to body shame women and to just shame us in general. So I think it's important to celebrate women because we're great.
Because, well, first of all, we love our women. Like, I love my mom, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the most important person in my life. And it's just good to understand women's history.
Women are important people. Without women, we wouldn't be here, you know?
Long time. It's been Guy History Month for a very long time. And so I think we get some herstory up in here, you know what I mean? Like, all the time, it's about great things that guys have done. And not to like shame those things either, but there's also a lot of awesome things that we can celebrate that everyone has done. And that of all races and genders, and so I personally just want to see more of that, because there's so many awesome things I don't know about because we don't celebrate it enough. And so that's why it's important to me.
For Dixie Sun News, I'm Emma Van Lent.
A local artist, Sarah Jane, talked to us about her music. Here's Grant Jones with more on the story.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jane, and I live in St. George, and I'm a musician.
Like a river, like a river, shut your mouth and run me like a river.
I would definitely have to say Beyonce is probably my biggest inspiration.
I'm on campus
Just
today asking
the
people
way
why
she
they think it's
performs, I
important to
really
celebrate
like the
Women's
way she
History
performs
Month.
and how passionate she is. I'm currently working on an EP of original songs, which is... Hi, I'm Sarah Jane, and I live in St. George, and I'm a musician.
Like a river, like a river, shut your mouth and run me like a river.
I would definitely have to say Beyonce is probably my biggest inspiration. Just the way she performs, I really like the way she performs and how passionate she is. I'm currently working on an EP of original songs, which is really fun. And I'm just doing gigs still at Street Fest and at Even Stevens. I opened for Jen Bostic. She won International Touring Artist of the Year award. And then I was also asked to be in an Alex Boyer video, which is coming out. I'd say the biggest thing and what I think's gotten me so far is hard work. And you can have amazing talent just naturally, but if you don't work hard at it, people are gonna surpass you, because it's the people who are dedicated and who work hard that get places. So if you're really passionate about something, you need to put in the work.
The Multicultural Inclusion Center hosted a celebration Wednesday night to raise money for scholarships. The celebration introduced different cultures with dance, art, and song. The performers ranged from college students to small children. The event represented Tahiti, the Philippines, Mexico, and many other countries and cultures.
Senior Dixie State dental hygiene students went to the Utah State Capitol to advocate for oral health care before spring break. The dental hygiene students met with legislative members to advocate for House Bill 460, which enacts provisions related to Medicaid reimbursement for dental hygienists. Students at Dixie State and members of the community are offered low-cost dental services by students under the supervision of a professor. Students can make appointments at dhclinic@dixie.edu. The 39th Annual Art Festival is hitting St. George March 30th through 31st. 110 artists will appear in the town square park. There will be all kinds of art, including 2D, 3D, and performance art. A children's area will be open, and arts and crafts with many more fun activities for them to enjoy. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have updates on golf, baseball, softball, and more.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods. yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Welcome back. Kylie, what's been going on with sports this week?
Well, Mason, our teams brought home more losses than intended, but the competition has been fierce, and the Trailblazers have been giving it their all. Dixie State men's golf traveled to Livermore, California for the Notre Dame de Namur Argonaut Invitational. The Trailblazers took third out of 10 teams, with 4 DSU golfers finishing in the top 15. Nicholas Britt came in at third, and Dalton Stanger finished in fifth. Program history was made Saturday as sophomore Hannah Hansen posted 2 top 30 finishes in the NCAA Division II Swimming Championships. She came in at number 30 on the 100 meter breaststroke with a heat time of 1 minute and 4.5 seconds. Hansen placed at number 21 with a preliminary time of 2 minutes and 18.5 seconds. Unfortunately, neither of her times qualified her to move on, which marks the official end of swim season. Baseball traveled to California over spring break to play 2 4-game series. The Trailblazers started their trip with 4 back-to-back losses against the Academy of Art. Later in the week, DSU was able to gain momentum in the first 3 games of their series against Holy Names, but fell short in the last game, losing 1-5 after 13 long innings. You can catch baseball back in action this weekend as they take on Hawaii Pacific here at home. Dixie State softball tumbled in the waves of Hawaii, suffering its first 2 losses of the season. The first loss came in Game 1 against Hawaii Pacific. The Sharks put up 2 runs in the first inning, and both teams were kept scoreless until the 6th, when DSU attempted to make a comeback, but was only able to put up 1 run. The Trailblazers took the second loss against the Hawaii Hilo Vulcans on Saturday. The Trailblazers are now in second place in the Pac West, behind California Baptist.
Well, you can't stay perfect forever, so.
That's true. I mean, the softball team's still 22-2, but I mean, we did fall back in that, and we also fell back in the NFCA coaches poll. We moved from number 3 to number 6. But this softball team still works a lot. They work hard, and so I think they still have a good chance this season for anything.
And that shows by the record this season. I mean, 2 losses. I mean, yeah, that's a bummer, but they've done amazing so far.
Exactly. We're well into the season. So.
Agreed. Well, thanks for watching this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at noon on March 22nd.
We will see you here next week. Same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.